Greetings. Most of you who follow on YouTube and Instagram must be knowing that we are right now going through this series of Jag Musafir. Jag Musafir means wake up, O traveler, from the dream, from the false dream, from the sleep, deep slumber. So, what is the slumber and deep sleep about? Basically, before coming to spirituality, we know the deep sleep or ignorance simply means being in the so-called Maya, in this world, stuck up in this and constantly chasing things in this world, which we know as bhoga, but not doing anything to rise above it. That is the first step we know. For that, spirituality comes to our help, and spirituality and religion helps us move upward from that stuckness, from that ignorance. But I see that after we wake up from that spirituality, Jag Musafir, the Musafir goes to sleep again in spirituality and religion. Due to all these humongous concepts, due to so much of limited beliefs, that one is not able to rise to the final level. And what is the final level? That the Gyan Marga, the path of wisdom, where the wisdom opens up. Wisdom means it gives you the clarity of what actually the truth is. And when most of us who come to the path of wisdom, we see that this is something else only. This is simply exposes the flaws not just of the worldly ignorance, but even the spiritual ignorances. Even the concept that we have held on in this religion and spirituality limits us and does not liberate us. So spirituality is good, paths are good, everything is good, because it helps us shake us from the deep slumber of this worldliness. But again, spirituality is another kind of worldliness only, because any spirituality that does not elevate or lift you out of the moha, the attachment to this worldly stuff, be it your family, be it your friends, be it your possessions, be it your name, status, fame, be it your materialistic comforts, be it anything of this world. If any spirituality, if any path is not able to shake you out from that, then that path or that spirituality or that concept is another burden. It has become another obstacle, because that has become the reason for you to go into the world. I have explained much in detail how even when we get spiritual wisdom, the spiritual wisdom is what? Again, maintenance of the world only. See, that's the ignorance. People run towards spirituality because they have worldly problems, and when they come to spirituality, sooner or later they will find them using spiritual tools to again gain the materialistic worlds only, again maintain their false worlds, maintain their families, maintain their moha, that deep attachment. This attachment is very, very dangerous. I keep talking about it. Don't underestimate it, because from top to bottom, this attachment doesn't go. Moha, putra moha, putri moha, pati moha, patni moha, mata pita moha. And in spirituality, another guru moha, shishya moha. That also is a bondage, because until this binding is there with anything, any damn thing, even binding to spiritual concept, your moha even to shastras, your moha even to jnana, it is known as jnana vasana, shastra vasana. Any of these kind will give you stuckness. It's not going to liberate you. So that is where Kabir helps in a very deep manner. And I've been doing this for the past 3 years now. In the start, there was a lot of opposition, there was a lot of resistance and rejections, and even many getting wild about it. Now they've understood that I am not bringing this wisdom from my home. This is the truth. So when you go beyond all limitations, this truth will open up to you. Why do we not get it? Because you have not gone beyond it. You have not gone beyond your bindings. We are stuck in this only. So if you see very carefully, we are again and again asking requests. We are again asking for boons. Again, we are asking for these prayers and requests, and even to the Guru, even to gods and deities and temples, and everywhere we are just asking some favors to help ourselves build our body, build our lives, build our families, and keep us still in moha. I have never seen anybody, really I'm telling you, anybody coming to the Guru and saying, Gurudeva, please remove my moha with my family. Please liberate me from my moha. To you, I'm obsessed with you. I'm so attached with you. I can't let go of you. I can't let go of my family. I can't let go of my body. I can't let go of this identity, this individuality, this personality. Help me. Kripa karo. I've never heard. And the asli Gyana is this only. Liberation means what? Moksha, moksha, moksha. We keep on talking. What is moksha? Mukti, your freedom from bondages. All the mind clingings, when you are able to liberate only, that is called mukti. But nobody wants to look into that. I mean, that's none of my problem if nobody wants to look into that. But I had a problem. I sorted it out. So when I attained that freedom from all these kind of limitations and I am free, and when people see me free and they come, what do you do? How did you do that? I want. Then I started speaking. So that slowly grew in numbers. And in my platforms, I just started singing my own songs like Kabir sings on the streets. I sing on my Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I did that. Singing my own songs, singing my own understandings. I have never gone to anybody, any paths, and forcefully brought anybody here. I'm very particular. We should not. We should allow everybody to be where they are. But if somebody is having an inner awakening and they want to wake up, really they want to wake up, because that's the wake up call. Whenever you hear such things, something triggers in you and I want to know more. Yes, I feel stuck even after doing all my practices, this and that for years, all the prescribed stuff. Still I don't feel peace. Still I feel bondage. Where will I get that peace? When will I get into deep samadhis? Not those samadhis which I just want to take my mind to peace. Oh, so much of headache in the world. Gurudeva, please let me meditate in your presence. And I sit there and I say, wow, what peace. Shanti mil gayi aapki kripa mein. Then again you go back and jump into that same nonsense. We are not talking about that. That is manolaya. We are talking about manonasha, the destruction of the mind ego. And for that, you have to know the path of wisdom, Jnana Marga. Like Shiva says to Parvati, none of your pilgrimages, none of your meditations, none of any of your rituals, Karmakanda, any of your doings is going to give you mukti. But that truth which is spoken in the Vedas through Jnana, it will only liberate you. And that's what we are talking about. So this is not just talking about, we don't want to gather knowledge here. I've clearly told everybody, we are not gathering knowledge here. Don't come to listen to some entertaining talks and say, wow, Kabir sang this so beautiful. It is beautiful only when that applies to you. Are you awakening? Are you changing? Are you transforming? Is Kabir's word penetrating and piercing your heart? And is that bringing transformation? Is my words bringing you that? Any words that brings you transformation, brings you liberation, you can say, then it has the power. Otherwise it's powerless. It's just mind entertainment. So when we are doing this series, a couple of us were little skeptic because they said this is too much for, I don't think I'm ready. If you're not ready, you can go back to sleep. But some said I want to, but I'm little scared. Scared of what? Oh, I might, something might happen. I might feel like leaving home and things like that. So that's where the misconception is. These things don't make you leave home and all that. It makes you more sensible to remain in your home, but get off that clinging, the deep chained bondages that you have toward this is mine, that is mine, my family member, and obsessed with all the things that you got for the sake of security. Deeply there is insecurity and fear. That is why we have all these investments. That's what we are trying to break in all these sessions. I'm trying to expose and tell, this is not moha, this is not your prema, this is not your love, this is not that crap word which you keep on telling me, I am having unconditional love to my family. It's not. I can prove it to you. Very conditional it is. Swartha it is. It has got selfishness. So why do we talk about this in so ruthless manners? People say it's too harsh and too arrogant and things. Arrogant is for the ego. Ego gets triggered because ego cannot bear the truth, because ego will die. Ego doesn't want to die. And that is why you are preserving. Some or the other excuses your mind is cooking up all the time you have an opportunity. And like for example, it will cook up stories like, oh, mera dharma hai, I have to do seva to my family, I have to do seva to my mother, father, my brother, sister, my husband, wife, my children. It is my dharma. So this is excuse, lame excuse. Who got you into the dharma? I always ask this. Did God come and give it to you? Put it in your lab? Come on, this Janma I have this dharma, I am giving you this duty. No, you chose this duty through vasana. Initially started with a vasana, your connection, your bondage were all your vasanas. What are vasanas? Tripti. For my satisfaction, I go and cling out into this world, and then the deal gets struck. Karma, len den, rina. And then when I become rini, then these people only come back to you in your lives in so-called families, and then now you are telling that it is my dharma. It is your dharma, it is your vasana actually. It's coming from there, it started there. So I am responsible for that. So this dharma will never end. If you don't release the attachment to anything, if you don't finish the rina bandhana, see, when you finish the rina bandhana, there is no attachment. That is the proof. If attachment is there strong, then rina bandhana is there. The karmic debt is there. So when this completely gets detached, then only this drama of dharma will stop. Otherwise it will go on. So we expose these things. We expose because I am telling you one sutra. If you sit and deeply contemplate on these truths, even if you don't do anything about it, I tell people don't do anything about it. Don't take action. You're listening, listen. You are aware of certain things in your flaws in your mind. Don't take any action. Don't try to uproot it. Don't try to remove these things from your being. No. Just see it. Their awareness is that much only. Keep on staring at all my own flaws and you will see the power of that awareness because it's God's presence. That only is Guru Tattva which gets activated in you, the power of Guru Tattva. So when the light of awareness looks and stares at this, we have so many processes we have done and we are doing like 5-6 major processes to literally stare at this in full bloom. So when you do it with deep intensity, with complete faith, you are not having doubts and you are not scared and all those things. You have understood the whole concept that you need not leave your homes or nothing is going to leave you and all that stuff. You're simply doing a sadhana, it's a deep practice. So when you keep on doing that, you see you are still where you are in your jobs, in your business, in your profession, wherever, your homes and things like that. But the attachment keeps reducing. You are there, but now you are not bound. The clinging is gone. So, sukha dukkha that is bound by these people, places and things will go off. All these gloom which we have, suffering we have, it's coming through all these attachments. Anything happens there, you get triggered. Anything happens there, you get sad. Anything goes there, you get gloomy. So, remote control, you have given it to everybody. That is not their fault. That is your moha. Moha, due to your attachment, you have given the remote control. But once you understand the whole play of consciousness, and you keep witnessing, not by the mind, by inducing these things, but by releasing this concept, burning these concepts in you, exposing deeply the flaws. And when you see the truth repeatedly, I am telling you, your being will be embarrassed and it will have no more interest in anything that is false. That is the whole idea of these sessions. Repeatedly looking at these flaws, and once you see the falseness, the awareness sees the falseness, the mind, the being starts seeing the falseness repeatedly, it will lose interest in that false perceptions. That is how we reduce these connections and we become free. Freedom is that. Then only you can come to that just be. Otherwise, don't try how much you want. Just by some concept, do some meditation, living in the present moment, just be, just sit there, try. It is not so easy. You have to remove all the kachada. Complete, no concept you have binding. Means no concept can threaten you. No Tom, Dick and Harry can come and tell you something which jitters you. Some of their concepts, some beliefs. Nothing, no belief. You're blank. Nothing, no fear, no greed anywhere. That's called freedom. And for that, because I practice these things and by grace, Arunachala, Ramana's grace, it all boomed. It bloomed within me. So I'm trying to share that. And I'm trying to share all the sutras that I have learned, my own secrets, my own practices, the way I have seen it. Because my way, what I see, certain things that I have seen in depth through my own practices, which came very naturally to me, they were like very helpful. So that, what is it called, life hacks. Those hacks is what I share with people and they're benefiting from it. So there's nothing to really get worried about. Something will happen, that will happen, this will happen. Look at it. I'm in my own world. I have nothing I've given. Have I put a chola? That's another ignorance. That is moving from one ignorance to the other. I put a shawl, I put a different cloth, I put grow a beard, I put a tilak, I put a mala and all that. I'm moving from one identity to another. That's what I said. From spiritual bondage, I move to spiritual bondage. From worldly bondage, I move to spiritual bondage. Who wants it? When you see and when you're exposed, you see the flaws. Even putting a beard or putting a tilak or putting a mala and putting a... Still there is no guarantee you're at peace. I have seen people are not at peace still. Still there is the lustiness for the materialistic desires. There is the need for power and, the competition to be the best and to be renowned and all these things. It's such a bondage. I mean, that's the problem. If you don't have awareness, you can't see this. Even starter can, if they are aware, they can tell you the flaws. But some even advanced people cannot tell you that, because the awareness is absent. The consciousness to see this, to see everything tit for tat, truth as truth and false as false. So it exposes a lot of things, and that's why. So you can have a speedy evolution if you use this awareness tool without all that doing this and that and nothing. You sit and just introspect it so deeply, fully, in full sincerity. If you do it even for a couple of months, you will see most of the rubbish just dissolve from your life. If you need help, you can join. The courses are there, shiftingintoawareness.com/courses. If you want to join these sessions and attend, we have just 1 or 2 webinars in a month. And in that cost only, in that registration only, we spend the whole month doing free sessions and things like that. So it is not at all costly if you things like that. We just to maintain our stuff, we charge nominal things, and it's like a contribution for also those who are benefiting from it, so that there is Parina Mukti, there is no karmic debt amongst us also. But more than that, we have some greater purpose, that is to do whatever we do with heart, mind and soul, and yes, attain the results. In few months you can attain the results if you just follow these instructions and do it sincerely. Much divine love and light. Stay blessed.